guys, it's Carrie and welcome to April's Transformation Tuesday review. And I wasn't intending on doing the review right now, but I was getting ready, and while I was getting ready, I was listening to a program and it kind of put me in a little bit of a talkative mood. And the main thing that I want to talk about right now is just the importance of being yourself, right? Be yourself. And what I mean by that is, if you know that you were raised with some decent values and at the core that you are trying to be the best standout person according to your version of what standout means for you, whether that's working on your character, working on the internal aspect of who you are that you can be proud of when you look in the mirror. That's what I mean when I say be yourself. And of course, accept your quirkiness, accept the things, your idiosyncrasies, the things that make you authentically you. It's so much going on out here, right? It's and I'm really a little bit over all of these conversations about masculine and feminine. And yes, do these conversations have a place? Definitely. But be yourself, right? Whoever who is for you is going to want you for you. Be in the best version of what makes you feel happy, of being in the best version of what brings you peace, being in the best version of what makes you feel successful. Is there going to be room for growth? Absolutely. Are we always learning? Absolutely. So stand on that, and your tribe, your partner, the success that you want to attract, you're going to attract from the version of yourself that you are, right? So if you want this great opportunity for work, then align yourself with that. Be a vibrational match for that. If you want this ultra masculine partner, then be in alignment for that. If you want this ultra feminine partner, then be in alignment for that. But make sure that the things that you're aligning, that you're trying to put yourself in alignment for, that this version of yourself, you feel pleased with this version of yourself. Because there's so much going on out here that I think it's swaying people from understanding. Even though the information is meant to help you, it's swaying you from being able to understand who you are, what you want. And a lot of times you understand what you want and who you are in quietness, in quiet, still moments when there's no noise, right? That's when you understand it. It comes sometimes from reflection, spending time self-reflecting, spending time meditating or in prayer. And sometimes you understand from experiences that you've gone through, because experiences are here to teach you, to help you to understand yourself better. What could I have done better in that situation? What did I do great in that situation? How did that situation serve me? How did it not serve me? And that's why Transformation Tuesday is so important, because you get an opportunity to work with these reflection or journaling prompts, and you get to ask yourself certain questions. All right, so I'm going to drive now, but I'm gonna do the April Transformation Tuesday review. I know that was a little rant just now, but that was the talkative mood that I was in just now, and I just kind of wanted to share that, and I didn't want to do two videos. So Transformation Tuesday.
So the first Transformation Tuesday that we did, and please forgive me if I don't have these in order, but we're going to go over all of the ones that we did so far in April. So the first core belief was my body is a great ally. And really, the review with this that we need to remember is being in partnership with your body. Remembering that your body is here to be your friend. It is here to serve you, okay? It is here to protect you. And sometimes we find ourselves taking our body for granted. You know, if you ever get into a situation where your mobility is being challenged, you will quickly become grateful for how much your legs, your extremities, for how much they support you. You know, I think sometimes when we wake up in the middle of the night and we need to use the bathroom, rolling out of bed and walking to the bathroom becomes such an unconscious habit that it's only when you are in a situation where your mobility is challenged that you realize, man, what a joy, you know, what a pleasure, what a great ally your body is in being able to help you to just roll out of bed and go to the bathroom, right? When somebody's mobility is challenged, this is new, and this is a new thing. This was not something that they were born with, and so they adapted to at an early age. But if you've had your extremities functioning most of your life, or for at least maybe 20, 25, 30 years of your life, and now it's challenged, and you realize that you cannot just roll out of bed and walk to the bathroom, it's going to really make you uber grateful and make you remember just what you were taking for granted. So my body being a great ally is being able to be in partnership with your body, being able to show appreciation and gratitude for all the ways that your body is serving you and all the ways it's serving you in ways that you don't even have to think about. So spend some time really connecting and being in the gratitude and the appreciation and the joy of your body. One of the things I mentioned in that video is how I'm trying to do it more 7 days a week, but usually I have a morning routine Monday through Friday mornings, and on weekends I tend to be, I'm not as structured on weekends. Weekends is like do whatever. But usually Monday through Friday I spend some time really just giving thanks to my breathing and giving thanks to my body. And I'll do a little 3-minute part of my meditation where I'm just focusing on that, right? Inhaling, thank you breath, exhalation, thank you body. On inhalation, thank you breath, on exhalation, thank you body. And that's what helps me, but find something that helps you to just really connect and really be present with your body. Also, sometimes, a lot of times, your body is holding certain emotions that you need to release. And you don't recognize that until you become more mindful and more aware of your body and being in more connection with your body. So that's just another little thing to be aware of, what your body is carrying that you're not even aware of because you're not really close, you're not really as connected as you need to be. And if your body is here to serve you and to be your friend, right, you want to make sure that you're releasing what needs to go so that your body can serve you more effectively. The other one was I prioritize time to relax. And this speaks a lot to grind culture, where we think that just working, and not making time to relax, not making time to replenish yourself, rejuvenate yourself, not really putting respect on that as a part of your success. You know, you will not, well, that's too strong. Let me not say will not. Let me take that back. But being able to enjoy your success is going to require you being able to have at least decent or average health and well-being. So many people, I see them, they're actually successful, but they can't enjoy it because they're just always in this grind mode, always in this work mode, and they're not even able to realize or be appreciative of the success that they already have. And then sometimes too, based off of how you view success, will constantly keep you in grind mode. If you see success as something that you have to chase, that's something that's outside of you, if you don't already see that success is already a part of your inherent being, then you're going to constantly be in grind mode because, again, there's disconnection. It's not being able to recognize and acknowledge that success is a part of who you already are, and being able to tap into that from an internal place first, right, so that when you are achieving other levels of success, it's not coming with a void still, or it's not coming with people feeling empty or feeling like they're still not happy or not satisfied. And that's because a lot of times people are viewing success as something outside of them and not already as a part of who they are. But prioritize time to relax. You need your health. Your health is one of your greatest wealths, and you need your health to be able to work on your goals and accomplish your goals and enjoy your goals as well. The other core belief, the other transformation Tuesday, is I'm open and receptive to harmonious relationships. And this is for not just intimate partner romantic spaces, but just relationships in general. Even though I talked a lot in that video about intimate partnerships, you want to make sure that you really understand what it means to be in an intimate partner space that is harmonious, where you are getting along with your person. And are you guys going to have disagreements? Absolutely. But understanding how to pick your battles. Do we need to be having arguments and disagreements all the time? No. That's going to create disharmony, tension, friction, and you're not going to have an enjoyable experience. And understand how much, if you know that this is your person, if you know that you enjoy your relationship, then do we really need to be arguing about things that is going to kill the energy in the relationship? And I'm not saying to not get your needs met. I think that sometimes the big issue with disharmony really is that people don't understand how to communicate their needs, or maybe they understand how to, but for whatever reason people conflict avoid, and they don't create the time, just as much as you create time to go to work, right? As much as you create time to have these meetings at the job, for people who, it's your job, yes, you're there to make money, but ultimately, those relationships are not really investment relationships. Your investment relationship is with your partner, your parents, your children, and your close friends. And create the time that you need to create. Open up those spaces to have important conversations. Open up those spaces to have important conversations with the people who are your investment people. And when you are in a romantic space, there are times when you need to have hard conversations, because avoiding these hard conversations is creating disharmony, and it's going to create a buildup of resentment. And being able to pick your battles is also knowing when to have a hard conversation and when not to make something. I guess, a saying when I was growing up is when to not make a mountain out of a molehill. Okay, so pick your battles. pick your battles. If you want to be open and receptive to a relationship space that is harmonious. So thank you guys for joining me for April.
We do have another class coming up in May for the spring small group session. It's group 2 of 2, and this is going to be the Wealthy You class. Please join us if you can. It's really going to be a great time, a time of enrichment, looking at our core beliefs as they pertain to wealth, as they pertain to success, as they pertain to money, and being able to shift and address core beliefs that might be hindering you from your wealth, from your success, from your money, and reframe to more healthier, more serving core beliefs. I look forward to seeing you guys there. And thank you so much for joining again for another Transformation Tuesday.